Crowley?
Bring me the translations. I keep my agreements. Obtain the ingredients. Heart, bone, grace, blah, blah, blah. Mix until the smoke shall rise from the ashes, casting the angels from heaven, blah, blah. Oh. It's irreversible.
What?
The spell can't be undone. The New World Order. We're stuck with it.
Sir, it's Lambert. The operation appears to be going as planned.
Yes, so I see.
Any concern this move by Samaritan might risk being too public?
It's apparent madness. There's a method, Mr. Lambert. A mere first step to establishing a new world order. Such an undertaking will not go unnoticed, nor would we want it to.
Sir?
The acolytes of the machine. Mr. Finch and his colleagues. I fully expect they'll try to stop what we have started. And when they do, they'll be in for a rude awakening.
You see what they're doing?
Trying to shift the balance of power in the country.
Our details are sketchy, but our intel suggests that they may be planning some kind of false flag terrorist attack against the United States.
Why?
Funding for a spy satellite is bogged down in Congress. The project needs an extra push.
Stage a terrorist attack. Better actually get that satellite.
New World Order is sick.
It started before the wall fell. Uzbekistan was still a constituent republic of the Soviet Union. Mr. Gorbachev was changing our future. I was allowed to secretly open our markets for an American pipeline.
This is fiction.
I sold the rights to them that year, and they built the first pipeline right away. You couldn't even wait to do it right. We were all so greedy.
The first line was an unmitigated disaster. Hundreds were killed.
Whole villages became ill. I still see their faces.
Then the Soviet Union collapsed and all hell broke loose. Annika paid Mr. Zhabin to orchestrate a cover-up. Bury the dead. Destroy any record that the first pipeline ever existed. It wasn't the only disaster cloaked by those momentous events, hidden from view in the fog of a new world order.
It's a good story, but that's all it is. A story from a crazy old man.
Who happened to keep a complete set of the original documents in the hope that one day he might find the courage to set things right.
My friends, we stand on the precipice of a major scientific discovery. Remember this day, for it will mark the beginning of a new world order.
I need you to know that it's the last thing I wanted in the world.
We got enough problems.
Is there anything about amnesty in the New World Order? Think you could pencil it in on that list of yours?
Sure, I'll try to make a spot.
The pack is finally big enough, we can step back a little.
And that's why you want to step away? To have kids? Or do you want a little distance from Jeremy? I know you're not happy with the changes he's made.
We both know not everyone is happy with the New World Order. It's not just me.
It's working.
Dictatorships work. Until they don't.
This isn't a dictatorship. It's a pack. He's doing what an alpha's meant to do. Keep us safe, keep us on the right path. He's creating stability, and that's what we need.
Drop the weapon! I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed! Give me your arms! Give me your arms! Stay still! On the ground! On the ground!
ones you should be arresting, not me.
Why don't you say that before?
What do we got here?
Cam, this is William Klein. He was wrecking an office.
But I just wanted to meet them face to face. I wanted them to admit what they were doing.
Who is they?
He was in the office of the Trilateral Commission.
Trilateral Commission.
Yeah, the Trilateral Commission.
All right, what is the Trilateral Commission?
It's an organization founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller to bring together business and political leaders from the United States, Europe, Japan, so they could work together for better economic and political cooperation between their nations.
And with that's what they'd like us to believe. But you see, what they're really up to is a scheme to plant their own loyal members in positions of power in this country, to work to erase national boundaries and create an international community, and in time bring about a one-world government with David Rockefeller calling the shots.
I take it they're pressing charges?
Yeah, well, he broke a globe and some UNICEF artwork.
Well, they're in on it, too.
Okay, Mr. Klein, if you just...
I'm telling you, our whole way of life as we know it is in jeopardy.
I appreciate that information.
But I have the documented evidence. It's all in there. Show him.
Well, he's got these magazines here.
Conspiracy Review? Suppressed Truth Roundup?
The whole master plan is exposed.
Yeah, well,
You're still not convinced, huh? Would you like to hear the names of just a few of the people who have been on the Trilateral Commission?
Not particularly.
James Earl Carter. Heard of him?
Look, Mr. Klein...
Henry Kissinger. You heard of him? Walter Mondale.
Who?
Mr. Klein, this is
John Anderson, George Bush. Now, you remember at the convention, everybody thought it was going to be Ford for Veep. You know what happened? David Rockefeller just picked up a phone, put in a call. Hey, Ronnie, forget Jerry, it's George. Bye. So, no matter who won in November, they had their man in the White House.
Are you through?
You have no idea how not cool that shit is, but I think you're gonna be up to speed shortly. Yeah. You are so gonna regret crossing me in a few minutes. Yes, you are. You see, Rick, whatever you do, no matter what, you don't mess with the New World Order. The New World Order is this, and it's really very simple. So even if you're stupid, which you very may well be, you can understand it. You ready? Here goes. Pay attention. Give me your shit, or I will kill you. Today was career day. We invested a lot so you would know who I am and what I can do. You work for me now. You have shit, you give it to me. That's your job. Now, I know that is a mighty big, nasty pill to swallow. But swallow it. You most certainly will. You ruled the roost. You built something. You thought you were safe. I get it. But the word is out. You are not safe. Not even close. In fact, you are pegged. More pegged if you don't do what I want. And what I want is half your shit. And if that's too much, you can make, find, or steal more, and it'll even out sooner or later. This is your way of life now. The more you fight back, the
harder it will be. So if someone knocks on your door, you let us in. We own that door. You try to stop us, and we will knock it down.
You understand?